Yeah, it's interesting when you look at the results. I think there's some positive takeaways for our group. I thought on Friday against Robert Morris, we created a lot of offensive opportunities, and we just didn't finish. Especially earlier in the game, I thought we had some real grade A scoring chances, and just didn't put them away. We had a lot of scoring chances on the power play, didn't put them away, and could have changed the complexion of what the game looked like on Friday. Same thing on Saturday. I thought we had some grade A chances, and we've been really deliberate in terms of how we're practicing transition and breakouts, and I thought those showed up in the game. So a lot of real positives from that perspective. I think some of the growing pains that we're going through still is just some of the special teams like PK, some of our defensive zone coverage, things that we want to continue to get better at. And, I think our kids are motivated going into this weekend against two top opponents.
How do you get over the hump on not getting good opportunities but not finishing them? And from a goal scorer standpoint, it's got to be something that wears you down after a little while.
Yeah, I think it's just mindset. I think it's trying to change the way our kids are thinking, talking more about shot location, talking about a mindset of rather than just getting a puck on net, working to finish and working to have that scorer's mindset to really bury pucks when we have opportunities. And I think there's no magic formula, no magic potion for us. It's just more about practice and repetition and really challenging the kids to do that stuff and execute it in practice, because we know it's going to translate to success in the game eventually.
Northeastern was an NCAA tournament team last year. Are they pretty much back or?
I think they'll be every bit of that number 4 tag that you see on their name. So we're excited. I think, again, the kids we've been talking a lot about mindset going into this week. I think the kids are motivated. They're, a lot of people see again on that piece of paper what those scores said last weekend, but I think that wasn't really indicative of what our group is made up of. So I think our kids are motivated. Home opener, big weekend with Pink the Rink on Sunday for sure too, but 2 ranked opponents come into our place. I think the kids are jacked up for that challenge.
What did you see that worked well, that you are confident that they can bring and get that first win this weekend?
In terms of our group, I think again we've been really deliberate the beginning portion of the season working on D zone breakouts, how we transition pucks, because I think looking back at last year, we're just doing some analysis. I thought a lot of our goals against resulted from our inability to break pucks out of our own zone. And I thought that showed up in the games in a positive way where we were able to do that, and it created a lot of chances for us off the rush. I thought our power play movement and ability to create scoring chances were really positive. And I like some of the chemistry that some of the lines are bringing. I thought our freshmen played with a lot of confidence, which helped our group. And I thought that really brought a lot of power and spice to our lineup that we need. I thought our goaltending was better than what it indicated, especially on Saturday. I thought Bella, a lot of the goals that she gave up were some backdoor goal opportunities on the PK that I think are just more about coverage. And I think there's a lot of positives. So I think it's just working about how do we can make more of those offensive chances that we get earlier in the game, especially on Friday like we had against Robert Morris, and translate that into this weekend.
Interesting that you gave Bella a shot last week. Is that going to be an ongoing thing, or was you want to just get an early look at her?
Yeah, I think so. It's interesting. We have 4 goalies this year. We really wanted to be, play 2 of them. I think early in the season. I think Amelia and Bella are going to take the lion's share of time right now. Certainly, they've got to earn those opportunities, but I think they've proven themselves as kind of 1 and 2 right now. And I think this weekend you'll probably see much of the same.
Observations from last weekend?
Obviously not the turnout that we wanted for the weekend, especially to start it off, but I think that we had some really positive plays going. We just needed to work a little bit more on finishing, so that was a big thing at practice this week.
How do they do that? And, it's one thing to set up a play and then not be able to bury the puck, but how do you kind of lead that next step?
It's really about deliberate practice for us and making sure that we're finishing out every single puck, and just as a goalie, making sure that our players are finishing out every rep. If there's a bad rebound, we need to play it and put it through the back of the net. So just making sure we're diligent with that.
Do you mentally, when you're back there and you see them not finishing plays, you have to okay, let it slide?
I definitely save it for in between period talk. I don't think it's something that I need to say in between face-offs or something like that, just making sure that we're acknowledging the fact that, hey, that puck's there, and we've got to be confident that we're going to win that battle and win that race to put the puck in the back of the net at the end of the day.
How do you use that momentum going into this weekend?
So we've been doing a lot of one-on-one battle drills all week, just making sure that we have that confidence that we can win those battles instead of having any reservations or hesitation going into corners and thinking that we can score goals. So
Tough opponent this weekend. What will it take to get that done?
it's going to take a lot of hard work all over the board, but I also think it's going to take a lot of simplicity. Not overcomplicating things, not overthinking things, just making sure we've got our heads on straight.
As a senior, you have to tell the young kids to ignore the name on the uniform of the other team and the ranking, and they went to the NCAA tournament last year, things like that.
Honestly, I think we've got a great group of freshmen that just is ready to compete no matter who the competitor is. So I think that that's not going to be a problem with them. It's just another day where we got to go out and battle.
Speaking of first-year players, how do you feel like Bella played last year?
I think Bella actually did a great job. I know that 5 goals is not what she wanted, but I think that was a little bit of defensive struggle with PK, so we worked on that a bunch this week, and I think that she really controlled the game when she needed to.